Okay, we got all our parts to get everything back together here, or at least start. We got this new return. This is a used part we got from Wenger's. It's a place that tears apart shit and resells the parts. It's a pretty good outfit, I think. But this is a return pipe from the control valve for the loader, and it's was laying in dirt and rusted pretty bad here, so it was going to probably fail. It's way down in the thing. This is no longer available through the dealer, and it kind of goes on the side of the machine. The drive motor's got to go. It goes around the drive motor. You put a rubber hose in there, it'd probably rub. This is really the right way of doing it, but you can't get it from the dealer. If you could get it from the dealer, it'd be $175, I think it was. Wenger's was $35. You can't beat that. The other great find at the Wenger's place was this shaft here. We got this one here. Looks like brand new. Kind of a class act outfit. Tells you what model machine it is, the part number. You get on their website, you just type in the part number, it'll tell you if they got it or not, what it is. Pretty decent. But a new shaft through the dealer, you can get it. $625. This used one, $125. Big savings there. Here's this is one of the lines that hook to the tank. It's a suction return line. I don't really know. Hooks to the tank to the manifold that goes to the oil cooler. But it's basically inch hose with a number 12 JIC fitting. Crimped on there because there's not a lot of room for other things in there, so I guess that's why they crimp it. But I tried to buy this hose at a hydraulic shop, and I just got the runaround. They just could not understand what I wanted to do here, and they were telling me it wouldn't work because it won't hold pressure, and I tried to explain to them it's not going to hold pressure, it's a return line. And then they just get confused because they want to put the fitting on 2-wire hose, and then you can't clamp it on this end because it gets hose barbed to the tank. So I ended up finding a piece of hose, ordered a hydraulic fitting through work, and just pressed it on the machine there at work. It's an oddball fitting because it's inch by 12. We don't stock that at work, so had to buy that. Here's another updated line. I bought this through New Holland. It was something stupid like $70, or maybe it was more than that. I don't remember. But it's an updated line to replace this other line on the machine. Okay, which would be this line here that comes from the tank up to this gear pump. It basically feeds the gear pump that runs the control valve and then feeds this other hydrostatic pump. So they updated it with a different style hose. So basically, you screw this in the pump, this line will go on there, and this will hook back to the tank. But this has got a port on this side that we're going to have to machine this fitting to accept, which should be no big deal. Okay, so we got our updated hose made. This is the original hose. Had a fitting in there that we took out and put in this one. This one's a little different style, so we had to put that in a different spot. But this will update that. Go to the tank. Eliminate this. I would have swore there's going to be a big wear spot in the bottom of this, but there's none. So I basically bought all that stuff for really no reason. Got all the roller bearings and the seals for the gearboxes. Got one issue with this shaft here. It banged around in the gearbox where it's looser than a goose. So we're going to have to machine that down a little bit, weld it up, and then turn it back down and get a new deal for that to fit on there right. Shouldn't be a big deal. Got the O-rings and the shims for the axle. We got one axle, we got a shim, and then all new O-rings where they bolt onto the chassis. And now all we need is some but he knows what they're doing to put it back together. So we got to try to find that guy. Alright, we're going to turn down this end of the shaft a little bit, get some good metal in there, and get whatever crap is embedded in there, so when we weld, we get some nice welds in there, no porosity, hopefully. Okay, we got our setup in here. We got maybe 1,000 to run out. That should be close enough. Got it welded up. Hopefully got enough weld on there in the right spots. It's hard to tell. We'll find out pretty quick here. Got our shaft all machined up, ready to go back together. Bearing fits on that way better. And no slop. Okay, we got one of them. This was the bad one, all back together. Brakes in it. Only thing I just don't know for sure if I got the brake arm in the right spot. I'll have to figure that out, check the book. And then we got the other one popped apart. Covers off it. This didn't have any failure to it, but we're just going to put the bearings in it because it's got the same amount of hours as the other side, and would assume it'll wear out just as bad. Oil looks just as bad as the other side. So we'll take this apart and clean it up and put some new bearings in it and put it back together. Okay, we got the second gearbox, the one that didn't fail, all torn apart, cleaned up, ready to put some new bearings in. And in here is one of the bearings that basically, this is the bearing that failed in the other one, same bearing. And then when this one just basically, when we took it out, the roller started falling out of it. And then a little playing around with it with your fingers, the rest of the thing just fell apart in your hand. So that wasn't far behind failing. got both the gearboxes back in, assembled obviously. Got to put on some brackets and the motors and hook up a bunch of other shit yet. A bunch of linkage for the park and brake. The hand controls for the drive. And some other crap. Got to take some shit apart to get it back together. Shut up.